Welcome back, America. I'm Hugh Hewitt. Salena Zito is my guest. She's in tornado land. How many tornadoes you have last night, Salena?
I don't know. I tell you what, it was one big one that rolled right through our neighborhood.
Now, I was watching the severe weather alert because Warren was in the path, and I was worried about Warren a little bit. Did the sirens go off?
We don't have sirens.
You see, that's the difference between Ohio and Pennsylvania. We're in the 21st century, and we have we had sirens from 1950 forward. You might want to try and get some sirens to alert people to when the tornadoes are coming.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we didn't have any sirens, so we didn't know it was coming.
How many times have you interviewed the president, Salena?
19.
All right, so we're about. We've interviewed him a lot. I want to play for you a little clip of Donald Trump and Terry Moran and then ask you how you would have proceeded. Cut number 33, Terry Moran and Donald Trump on whether Mr. Abrego Garcia is got knuckle tattoos IDing him in MS-13. Cut number 33.
He wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute.
Well, wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshopped. So let me
That was Photoshopped. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. I picked you, Terry. But you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
Right, we'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture.
And you think it was Photoshop? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine, sir.
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe.
What would you do? I'm just laughing at Terry Moran, who won't let it go, and he's up against the original not gonna let it go guy.
You know, first of all, I would have gone in there much better prepared. Okay, because the symbols on his hands aren't just interpreted as MS-13. They're symbols of MS-13, right? And second of all, he admits that he's not an expert on it. Then don't question someone if you lack the expertise to be able to do the follow-up question.
So if you're in that position, and you have been, and I have been, the president and I have reached an agreement, which is, okay, we're just going to move on here. And I'm going to note my disagreement. And then we move on because I am respectful in that I note we disagree. It's never been an issue. Has it ever been an issue with you?
No, absolutely not. You know, we've had those same kind of discussions. And to your point, you know there's a disagreement. But if not, you're just sort of stuck in this place, and you're not going to go anywhere. It's complete inertia.
That's what I can't get over. And I think somebody put in, Terry Moran's not a bad reporter. He's not a great reporter. He's been doing the same thing for about 30 years, as you have, and I've been doing it, so we're not bad at what we do. And I'm just curious, did he never learn how to get past confrontation? Because if you can't get past confrontation, you're never going to get anywhere. Moreover, it's a kind of a silly thing to be talking about on a 100 Days interview, isn't it?
Well, it is. It is a silly thing. But unfortunately, what I think, and I think that has been the problem, period, in my profession, is that editors send you in with a directive that you're push them, and I think lately, especially after the White House Correspondents' Dinner, there's a little bit of shame or that they're trying to overcome, so they want to be more strident and look muscular as opposed to moving on in a situation where nobody's going to move on.
I'm glad you brought up the White House correspondence. After that dinner, I think I would have asked him, Mr. President, do you think the media did a good job covering Joe Biden's infirmity? I think that would have been my opening question, because it would obviously let him take a free shot at the media, or he might have been nice. You don't have any idea what he would say. It would have made headlines, right?
It would have made headlines. He would have gotten what his boss wants, and his boss wants clicks, because that's what our profession is driven by. I'm very terrible at getting clicks, because I'm more interested in a politician telling me, answering questions about what people are worried about, right? And sometimes that can be boring, right? So that would have gotten an answer. I suspect that it would have got an answer that was something like, "Look, I kind of felt bad for the guy in that debate, and I do think that you guys did not do a job of pressing."
It would have been such a good answer. Instead, they're talking about tattoos on fingers. Let me quickly ask you, Salena. The Steelers drafted Will Howard, quarterback from Ohio State. He looks an awful lot like Ben Roethlisberger to me. Are you going to go talk to the kid?
Yeah, he has that farm boy look, doesn't he?
He does, and he's the same size, and the Browns passed him. So I'm just a little bit worried about Will Howard in a Steelers uniform. Put him on your list. I would love for you to get to him first. Try and talk him into leaving.
Well, what do you think of your quarterback?
Shador, I'm happy. 5th-round lottery ticket. Supposed to go number 2 overall. President came in behind. I'm happy. We got a full loaded quarterback room. We're good to go. We're ready for the Super Bowl. Don't know about the Steelers, but I am worried about Will Howard going. And you picked up a second Buckeye in Gentleman Jack Sawyer, who's a heck of a defensive end. I hate it when Ohio State Buckeyes go to the Steelers. Salena Zito, thank you. Follow her on her own website, salenazito.com. Follow her on X, reverse the names, Zito Salena, at Zito Salena on X. I'll be right back, America. Stay